Well, hi guys and gals, look who's here.
What's up, y'all?
It's the Tablet Man, Phone Man, and he is sitting on the Tennessee Sweet Tea.
Sweet tea.
And we're going to give you some looks around here. We decided because of clearance issues that we're going to be putting the motor in the back. It's just sitting there. We don't have it mounted, don't have it hooked to nothing yet. But yeah, we used a pair of handlebars off of a couple of bicycles for my clampage to hook up to the rear axle. And we're going to use this, what do you call that thing?
What this?
Yeah.
I'm not even sure. I've never...
It's a water jug for canteen. That's the word we want. Canteen. That's going to be our gas can.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And Andrew has these cow water things that we're going to use for foot pegs.
Yeah,
they're going to be
foot pedals.
Yeah, foot pedals. They're going to be moved in front of the bar though, because as you can see, his legs are kinked up there pretty good. But he's what are you, 6 foot? That's okay. 6'2".
6'2". Yeah.
6'2".
Yeah, I'm 6'2".
Well, he's 3 inches.
I'm a tall.
More than 3 inches taller than
tall,
me.
dude.
But we're getting there. We made some progress, and yeah, we're not going to make this one fancy. It's not going to be all painted and everything else.
It's not going to the airport. We're going to be driving around the yard.
We're going to be driving around the yard. So the idea is we're going to get it together and make it work, and then we're going to use it. You know what I'm saying? So that's our little update on the Tennessee Sweet Tea. Until next time, this is George, the Shade Tree Fix-It Man.
Tablet Man, Phone Man.
Tablet Man, Phone Man. He can't make up his mind which one he is.
I like both of them.
Till next time, thanks for watching, for commenting,
and for
subscribing, thumbs up, sharing, all them good things. Bye for now.
See y'all.
We're using as much as possible used fixtures and even nuts and bolts, many of which came from the rototiller that this motor came off of, which I got off of Facebook Marketplace. And this came out of Paris, Tennessee, and yeah. Woo! And even these angle irons down underneath here, those are the mounting brackets for this motor. And they have slots in them so you can adjust the motor back and forth. And I'm bolting the motor to those brackets so I know exactly where they got to be welded onto the frame. One of the few concessions I did make was I did buy this pulley and the adapter to go on 3/4 inch shaft. The 3/4 inch shaft came off of an old lawn wheelbarrow, big one that was left at the big dog's house. So we got the wheels and the tires and the rear and the axle off of that. The big problem is that it is not a keyed shaft, so I'm going to have to make some adjustments there. But yeah, this piece here came from Tractor Supply. I think I'll put a few tacks around the inside too. This is keyed, so if I can do it carefully, I'm going to put a key slot on the axle for this, and I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do for the wheels, because the wheels were meant to spin on the axle. They don't have any keyway in them. But yeah, use what you got. And that'll take care of that. All right then. Now we can put this in place and it won't be flopping around while we set up the engine spacing relative to this one concession. I think that I am going to have to make another one. I think I'm going to end up having to buy a belt that will be of the appropriate length. I'll tell you what, for the old man, this light on the welding helmet is a big help. That, along with this light up here, which sheds light. The more light you get, the better for an old guy, you know. Even with all your power tools, sometimes you got to do it the old-fashioned way. Just like that. Well, you get the idea. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Well, we've made some pretty good progress today on the Tennessee Sweet Tea trike. Mainly working on the rear axle and drivetrain setup. The engine is sitting on here bolted down to these angle irons, which were part of the original mount on the rototiller that the engine came off of. And I have it tacked in place up front on both sides. We've added in this tube here, which goes down to help support, and this one here, if I can pull it up without disturbing my vice grip, this is going to come up about like that, and I'm going to be welding in another cross brace up in here like this, just about like that, and then this will get cut and butted into that and welded, and then we'll be doing something similar on this side to help support it. Now I have this piece of angle iron down here, but I'm not so sure I'm going to use that. I was thinking of running that all the way back and then going across and tying it into the back of the motor mount back there, but I don't know. We'll see how that works out. I may just run some more tube around, you know. and see what we can do making a tube frame set up in the back here. But yeah, it's there, and we have, you saw me welding up the big pulley for the drive pulley. I've got to get a smaller belt. We're lined up pretty well there, and you can see I've got a pair of vice grips holding it in place right now. But yeah, we're getting there little by little, and it takes tinkering and time and trial and error. And you saw me putting in this piece up here. That's to tie the back end together and make it solid, and this will do even more. And so we'll see how that's going to work out. We might end up putting some kind of an X brace back in here or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll just do another one of these and put it down under there. I don't know. We'll see. All this is a piece of threaded rod inside of this piece of steel tubing. And yep. And I've decided this is going to be a one-wheel peel rather than making it a live rear axle. And so all we're going to do over here is we'll put a stop collar here, and we'll put a stop collar on the outside with a key or cotter pin here just to keep it in place. And then we'll modify this wheel over here. I believe these are bronze bushings in here. So what I'm thinking of doing is popping them out of there, and we'll crank up the lathe, and we'll make a couple of steel bushings that can go in there, and I can I'm not sure exactly how I'll do it, but maybe I'll just get another one of these collars like this one here that we welded our pulley onto. Get one of those to put on the outside here. That way all I would have to do is weld it to the hub, and then I'd only have one keyway to have to cut in and not mess around inside. We'll see. One step at a time. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. And I've already been looking at exhaust, and this fits almost perfectly. I would just need to make a flange for it, and that's not hard to do. We made the flanges for our intake over there, so we can make a flange for that, and we could have a nice chrome tailpipe sticking straight out the back, don't you know. Or if we don't like that one, we can always do something like that, or something like that, or turn it around, or however we decide we want to do it. And I'll get some input from my grandsons on what their thoughts are on that. So that's what the old man got accomplished today. Time for me to go in. I'm running out of energy. I haven't eaten since breakfast. So I'm going in, have me some lunch. So until next time, this is George, the Shade Tree Fix-It Man, saying thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing, thumbs up, sharing, liking, if I did already say that, whatever. I appreciate every one of you, and I know I haven't been posting real regular. Lots of things going on, and I've been spending a lot of time working on that cabinet, which is just about done, and Lord willing, today is Monday, Lord willing, it'll be completed on Wednesday, and I'll be taking it to church and installing the equipment in it, and I'll do a short video of that once it's all completed and in place with the equipment installed. So that's what we're up to. Chickens keep laying. Our second hen is setting, and we got another little chick this morning. My wife told me once this chicken is done setting and we get these eggs hatched out, we're going to stop we're going to keep pulling the eggs. We're not going to let them set on them for a while because we just don't have room for all that many chicks around here. We've got let's see, we have 4, we have 7 in the house, and we have 5 more out in the small coop, plus the ones in the big coop. Yeah, so don't take long to run out. And besides, we're still eating eggs. It's not that all the eggs are being set on. So, till next time, bye for now.